Hey guys, welcome back to Gardening with Creations by DX & Co. Today I'm out in the garden for, I have to admit, the first time in a good 3 to 4 weeks. Life happens. I got busy and I made some mistakes in the garden. So I made the mistakes I'll show you today and show you, you know, that everybody's human. We all make mistakes and sometimes we just run out of time. But let me show you what I got going on. Guys, so for starters, I was so excited about my beefsteak tomatoes. They were taking forever to turn red. And, it's August. And then it was beginning of September, and we started getting some cold fronts. And unfortunately, I just could not get out here to tend to my garden. And you can see my tomato plant, my beefsteak tomatoes fell over. I've got some blight going on, and then it's dying back from the cold weather. And most importantly, it's dying back because all these tomatoes ripened on the vine and was starting to tell the plant that it doesn't need to keep producing. Now, luckily, it is still producing some, so I'm going to attempt to prune off some of these blight leaves and see what I can do to save this one, and I'll string it back up. But this one is almost a goner. I'll try to clean that up here. That one is maybe salvageable, but that one there is just dead. And then, I mean, look at the chaos. There are, believe it or not, 4 cherry tomato plants in here, but it's just beyond chaos. So I've got to do some pruning back. That'll probably be tomorrow's project, so to speak. The strawberries are actually overtaking my pathway, and weeds in between those that I've got to get. There's weeds back there. My eggplants, let me show you, take you out there and show you the eggplants. I didn't harvest the eggplants for a while, and they actually fell over. They're doing okay. They're still surviving. They're still alive. Lots of strawberries coming in there. Look at the eggplants that I just harvested here. Some absolutely massive eggplants there. Big harvest there. Raspberry bushes are falling over. They need to be staked up, but still getting nice raspberries off of them. Bearded dragon is absolutely loving those. And then I'm gonna do a video pretty soon on pruning this bad boy. This is a Rosa Sharon bush, and absolutely the bees absolutely love it, which is wonderful for the garden. But as you can see, I have no path, so we're gonna have to do something to clean this up here. And I mean, most important right now is cleaning up this tomato. I've got flies everywhere, bugs, and it's just, all in all, it's a mess. However, on the reverse side, I had taken down all my cucumbers because they had gotten end of season basically, but we got tons of cucumbers, so I got to clean up the fence line a little bit before next year. But my peppers, the purple peppers, are just lovely, filling in nicely. I've harvested some yellow peppers and they're just filling in nicely. Green peppers, look how heavy this branch is here. I've got to figure out a way to support this. I think we're just going to have some stuffed peppers for dinner tomorrow night. Absolutely lovely. But let me take you around here and show you my favorites here. This is the jalapenos. Wonderful. Grilled some of those up already. And been eating those in just about everything. And then intermingled with it, you can see this peppercini plant. And so this is a Greek peppercini. And look at this. See how it's starting to turn red like that? I found one that turned completely bright red the other day, and I tried it hoping it was a spicy pepper. And it was a sweet, just absolutely delicious pepper. So hey, mistake that I made letting it go too long, and realized that it was much better tasting as a sweet pepper than as a hot pepper. So really excited about those ones turning, and I'm going to let the rest actually turn. And I've got 2 plants of those. You can see they're starting to turn. Oh, that was absolutely one of the most delicious peppers I've ever had as a sweet pepper. And then another jalapeno plant doing really well there. But let me take you over here and show you another mistake that I'm going to try to clean up, but I just might not be able to. My actual apple trees and such are doing very well. The carrots are ready to be pulled. I've been actually leaving them in the ground and feeding the bearded dragon the carrot tops, which is good for them. But look at my squash, just got out of control, and now you can start to see the powdery mildew on these taking over because we had so much rain in August. We had no rain all summer long pretty much, and then all of a sudden we got a ton of rain, and it just, these are all too close together. I can't really space them out. So I can clip off these leaves that have blight, but unfortunately these squash are supposed to turn a greenish color, and they just haven't turned yet, so they're still going. I got a ton of squash late in the season here. It's butternut squash, but it just hasn't turned the color I needed to yet. You can see this one is starting to green up, but just not where I need it to be. So, and so yeah, guys, I mean, just want to show you that every gardener makes mistakes. So, you know, marigolds are doing wonderful. Raised bed back there. We'll try to zoom in because I don't want to go around. Had to pull some stuff. I got tomatoes that need to go there. You can see very closely there, those are my green beans. They died, even though they're one that you can actually plant right now and get a new harvest. I didn't pick them, so the plant said, hey, I've done my job, and it's end of life. Have it, guys, just a real quick video on what I'm dealing with in my garden. And you know, when you let it get this far, it can really start to feel like a chore instead of something you enjoy. You know, staying on top of your garden really does make a difference for you to actually feel like you're enjoying your garden. I will tell you, there's been a few times where I looked out here and said, I just don't want to deal with it. And we've been busy every weekend. We've been busy every evening. We've been busy. Kids are back to school, homeschool, but back to school. And, you know, it's just been a very busy month and a half. And so, you know, this is what happens. So it's great to grow your own crops, but sometimes, you know, it gets away from you. And every gardener makes mistakes, and, you know, you learn from your mistakes or you deal with them. But I just wanted to share that with you guys and, you know, show you guys what's been going on. I hope you guys are enjoying your gardens, and hopefully you got some great fruit this year, and you didn't end up like me with kind of wasting some fruit, which is kind of awful in this day and age, right? But either way, guys, I hope you guys are staying safe and enjoying your gardens. As always, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe for some additional pruning content, things like that, to come here in the fall. And as always, guys, appreciate you watching.